Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. My name is Jalal. Me and my group today will explain for you the two dimension in the MATLAB. I will start with a basic plotting. I will create line plot, which is x-axis and y-axis, then modify it to multiple lines, then specify the line width, the line style, the line color, even more the marker size and marker color. After that, how can we add the title for this graph and how can we label x-axis and y-axis? Then we will study something called subplot. I hope you will learn new thing today. We are in the MATLAB program. I will open a new script because that enable you to save and modify your program and commands one by one. For example, give it a name task B, just task B, just a name, any name. Then I will start with creating a line plot. CLC to clear the command window, clear all to clear the workspace, close all figures if there were any figures before. I will create a vector called x equal 0 the first value, step by 2 the last value 100, y equal to, just an example, multiply x. I will disable the values of y and x because I don't need them. Figure, which means open figure window. Then to draw or the create line we use a command plot. X-axis I have the x value, which is x also, and y-axis I have y values. Then run the program. We will get this line. X-axis 100, 200 because multiply with 2. What about if I have multiple lines, y1 and y2 equal 4 multiply x? I have two ways. The first one, use hold on. That means hold on the figure until I draw the second line, y1, y2, run the program. As you see here we have two lines, or I can just use the same command in this one. Then run. As you see here we have green and blue. I can also change the color by use this command, R from red, B from blue, and I have the picture here. As you see here we have R, red, green, all the colors with the shortcut. Back to editor, run the program. Now we have y1 with red, y2 with blue. Even more, you can change the line width by using this command, line width, close it, comma, open brackets, write the size, for example 5, close the bracket and run. As you see now we have them thick. So we use the different color to see which one is y1 and the second one y2, by know them by the color. Also you can know them by the style. We called line style. We have solid as a just line, use this one, dashed line, dotted line, dash dot, and you have more than like square, diamond. Now I need to change the, for example, from the color I need to use dashed line here and squared here, and just delete the line width. Run the program and you will see now we have squared and dashed as I mentioned here in this one. Also the MATLAB enable you to change the marker size. by this command, open brackets, sorry, comma, open brackets, write the size, for example 15, and run. As you see here, now we have the square line is bigger than before. Even more, you can marker edge color to change the color of square, comma, choose a color, for example yellow or blue, run. As you see here, it was blue, sorry, let's change it with yellow. Now we have them yellow. I can also fill the face of the squares by use another command similar this to the edge command, but change it with a face color, then comma, blue, and run the program. As you see here, now we have the edge with yellow and the face with blue. What about if I want use more than one graph? For example, I want to draw y1 here and separate axis and also y2. We have command in MATLAB called subplot. Open the brackets. How many rows you want? 2 rows, for example. 1 column, the position for the first plotting, 1, comma, and you will see here. Now I have this one, first one, and for the second one, which will be in the second row, because I have 2 rows and 1 column, 2, position 2. Now we need just to plot x-axis, in the x-axis x values, and the y-axis y values, y1. Close the bracket, run. Now we have a value here which is y1 value. The same thing we do it, I will copy just to the save time, y2, run the program. Even more, you can give the graph title by use this command title, open brackets. For example, here we need y1 value, sorry guys, values, close the brackets. I will also label the y-axis and y-axis, y label, for example y1, close the brackets. X label, to give the x-axis a name, called x, just x, close the brackets. I will copy it and do it for the second one also quickly, y2 and x the same, doesn't change, run the program. As you see here, we have the title, y label, and x label. Even more, you can make it a grid. So that's it. Then we can go to the figure. Also from the figure you can save the figure, edit, copy the figure to use it in your thesis, in your task, anywhere. You can change the x label, y label, title, legend, line, arrow. Also the legend means the name of y1 and y2, as you see here, data 1, data 2. So you can also change the x label and y label or the functions of the graphs from the figure itself. For more information about 2D basic, write doc in the command window, press enter. You will have this screen. Go to MATLAB, graphics, which is 2D and 3 dimensions. You have plotting basics, line plots, pie chart, bar plot, and even more and more amazing functions. For example, here we have one of the function, as you see here. It's a fantastic one. Also there is a more of them. Here also you have the figure and the plot that you can do with the MATLAB. For any information, just use the search, write what you want, write your question here, and you will find your answer, inshallah. Thank you for listening. I hope you learn thing from this lesson. Thank you.
Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain you how to fill areas by using two-dimensional plot on MATLAB. Okay guys, let's start our program. You just open the MATLAB and then go here to write your program. By the way, there are two ways to write the code here. The first, you just write your code here, I equal 1. And the second one is to use the script or new script and write your code here. Anyway, we will use the command window, and now I will show you the syntax of creating area graphs on MATLAB. The first syntax is called area, open brackets, y, and close the brackets. This syntax plots the vector y or plots each column in matrix y as a separated curve and stacks the curves together. The x-axis automatically scales to 1, okay? And the values in y can be numeric or duration values. Let's apply this syntax, okay? Let me to clear everything and insert a matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 8, 8. This matrix is 4 by 3 because there is 4 rows and 3 columns. We call this columns and we call this row. And we will write our syntax area y to show the result. This is the first column and this is the second and this is the third one. Let's to add more than 3 columns to show we added. When we add a column, just we add a number here, here, and here. Show our code. Yes. Let's clear everything. And now we will, as you can see here, there is 4 columns. And write area. This is the first column, and this is the second, this is the third, and this is the last one. So now if we wanted to create area with x and y, this is the second one, there is a rules. If x is a vector, the length of x must equal the length of y. And if x a matrix, the size of x must equal the size of y. We will see this description. Let's clear everything. Make 2 vectors. Y equal. These vectors started by 1 and increased by 2 and ended by 10. How many values? The first one is 1 and added 2, and the second value will be 3 and 5, 7, 9. The last one, the last value is 9 because when we added 2 to 9, it's 11, and the last value I defined as 10. So x equal 2 increased by 5 ended by 100. Just for example, as you can see here only 5 values and here a lot of values. So we will write area x y. You can read here error using area because x must be same length as y. What we will do, we will make this is the first one, and x equal started by 10, increased by 20, ended by 100. I just multiply by 10 from here to here. You will see how many values, here 5 and here also 5. Now write area x y and show here the result. This is for y-axis and here the x-axis. As you can see here, the highest number is 9 and here 90. Now the third one, we wanted to make a base value. This is called, here the base value is 0. And we wanna, excuse me, to make a new base value, we just copy this and go back to the MATLAB and write it and write the number of base. Maybe we wanna start it by -4. We just write area x and y and base and close this. As you can see here, the base value of y-axis is -4, not 0. I hope you guys get the point, and thanks a lot for listening and enjoy your time.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. In this video I am going to show you how to make bar graph on MATLAB.
We will use this syntax to build our paragram bar X and Y. You just open the MATLAB and write your program here and here as you like. Now let's make a factor that represent the values of X and also make another one for Y. For example, I will state the number years X axis on the number of people in Saudi Arabia on the Y axis. Now I will go to the MATLAB. I will write the code x equal, open the bracket, for year, start for 2000, increase 1 to 2007, close the bracket. I will show you here. X equal, in the bracket, start from 2000, increase by 1 to 2007. Close the bracket. Y equal, here I will write the people. How many? 25 million, comma, 26 million and 700, comma, 3 million, 40 million. This is just example. 42 million. We have here 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. One year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the last. 50 million. And close the bracket. We will use the structure for bar. And will run. As you see here, we will have here, and I will put it here the H, and we'll go to this paragraph. And now we have another one about the grade. Example, we have grade here. Equal 90, 80, 70, 60. Close the bracket and by grade. You must write that is here and close the bracket. As you see here, this for bracket. If you want edit something, that's from the white. I will take it here, the A, here, the B, that's C, and that's D. That's what we have.
Hello everyone. In this part I'm going to explain how to draw a 2D plot
go in a continuous line. And here we have this figure that we want to plot using MATLAB. And first of all, when you draw the shape, you have to place under the shape two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis, and then carefully you have to choose the coordinate of each point that you want to draw. And then important thing is to choose the sequence of the point. What I mean by that is where you want the drawing to start and where to end. In this picture, we want it to start from this point, going to number 2, and then move to 3, 4, 5, and then goes back to number 1. This sequence is very important when drawing the shape, because any other sequence will draw a different shape than what we want. So let's go to the editor in MATLAB. First of all, we have to write the command figure and then plot, open brackets, and then we have to square bracket for each axis, x and y. Now we have to choose these coordinates in the same order that we want them to be drawn: 4, 11, 3, 10, and 7, and then 4 again. 4, 11, 3, 10, 7, and 4 again. It would help a lot if you write them in a paper. That's what I did, so you can be careful when you plot them down. 4, 11, 3, 10, 7, and 4 again. And for the y-axis, 3, 7, 7, 3, 10, and then 3 again. 3, 7, 7, 3, 10, and then 3 again to close the line. And one other thing we have to do is to choose the scale of the axis by using the command axis and then square bracket. Then we choose first of all 0 to 15 and then 0 to 13. Okay. Now let's draw the shape and see what's happened. As you can see here, we have this star shape, the same shape that we wanted, and going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points in the order we want. Let's now choose this command to see the exact point we want to draw. Here, as you can see here, we have these 5 points that we draw to get the star shape. Now this point can be, the line can go in any different way between the lines. What makes it go in a star shape, that is the order we draw. Now let's do an experiment to try to draw a different shape with the same point. But this time we will go here from 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, and then 1 again, to see what will happen if we did this order. Again. Now let's run and see what will happen. As you can see here, we have the same point but a different shape. This time we have a pentagon shape. And if you want to make sure, you can always add this feature which will show you the exact point we drawn in. With the O, see run. As you can see here, we have the same 5 point but a different shape. That's because of the sequence we chose the line to go through.